Right now, we can see the rigged game in action. Republican politicians love to say they're tough on crime. They love to talk about personal responsibility and accountability when they're back home in their districts. But when they come right here to Washington, they're pushing to make it even easier for corporate criminals to escape justice. And here's one example. It starts actually with a great idea: reforming the criminal justice sentencing system to help some of the thousands of people who have been locked away for years at low-level offenses. Legislators in both parties have been working for years to slowly build bipartisan momentum for sentencing reform. This is enormously important, a first step away from a broken system where half our federal jails are filled with nonviolent drug offenders. But now, all of a sudden, some Republicans are threatened to block a reform unless Congress includes a so-called mens rea amendment to make it much harder for the government to prosecute hundreds of corporate crimes for everything from wire fraud to mislabeling prescription drugs. In other words, for these Republicans, the price of helping out people unjustly locked up in jail for years will be to make it even harder to lock up a white-collar criminal for even a single day. That is shameful. Shameful. It is shameful because we're already way too easy on corporate lawbreakers. And that's not all. Tomorrow, the House will be voting on another Republican bill. This one would make it much harder to investigate and prosecute bank fraud. Yeah, you heard that right. Tomorrow, the House will be voting on a Republican bill to make it much harder to investigate and prosecute bank fraud.